Hey. Jen, back again with yet another episode of Self-Sabotage No More with Jennie Potter. I am incredibly excited about our topic today because this is kind of the advanced training on sabotage. So we've talked a lot about sabotage, vibration, limiting beliefs, which I call sabotage beliefs. We've covered emotion and how it gets in the way. We've covered muscle testing. We've done so much in our time together. But today we're going to talk about something a little more advanced. This is somewhere that I encourage people to go after they've released the unprocessed emotions, after they've located and pinpointed the limiting beliefs. So this is going to be helpful for you if you find that you procrastinate for no sane reason, if you feel like you're never good enough, if you always have this persistent underlying feeling of guilt or anger or sadness or bitterness, maybe you continually vow to yourself that next week, next weekend, next Monday, next tomorrow, you're going to change, things are going to be different, you're going to show up differently, and yet nothing changes. Maybe you've been sitting at the same income for a long time. It doesn't seem to matter what company you join or what company you work for or what job you take. It seems like you always hit a ceiling with your finances, a ceiling with your health. Maybe you're always struggling a little bit with energy or with your weight or with always getting sick when something good happens. Maybe you always have a sort of set point when it comes to relationships. You can only be so happy. There's also a having it all set point we're going to talk about where you actually feel like you can't have it all. So if everything feels good, you suddenly have this sick feeling like something bad is going to happen because everything's going too well. And so in this episode, we're going to talk about why you're sabotaging yourself and what set points are, and help you identify how to recognize those set points. And so we're going to jump into a few different examples. I'm going to share a story. And we're going to talk about set points in a different way, but just imagine that you kind of have a blueprint that your body is quite happy with for income, for weight, for health, for happiness, for relationship. And somewhere along the way, you decided this is how much. Now, when I say you, I don't mean conscious you decided. I mean, subconscious decided, okay, we make this much money. We can be this happy before bad stuff happens. Relationships are this XYZ, okay? And so we have this like kind of subconscious set points. And the easiest way to describe a set point is a metabolic set point. So our bodies find a weight that we deem is the weight, our set point weight, okay? And then this is why you can lose 10 pounds and then gain it back in like 3 seconds. Your metabolic set point is your body going, oh, shoot, we lost our 10 pounds. We have to gain it back. We're below set point. Okay, so if you want to lose weight and keep it off, you actually have to reset that metabolic set point. And so I'm going to teach you how to do that today. It's super cool. You're going to need to use your muscle testing experience, your muscle testing learning. So you don't have to, but it'll make it easier for you to track your progress with your weight. Now, you may not want to lose weight or gain weight. So we're going to talk about finances as well. Who doesn't want to gain finances? We're also going to talk about other categories that you can apply this rule to. But essentially, everybody's got set points, and those set points affect how you show up in the world. And so once you've gone through your process of unprocessed emotions and sabotage beliefs, ideally bringing your UPE score, your unprocessed emotion score, down to 0, you can turn your attention to the next piece. And this next piece of the puzzle is your sabotage set points. So, do you have a sabotage set point for how much money you make? So, this is the first question. Let's just check in. Think back, and this can apply to ranks. If you're in network marketing, for example, and you always seem to hit a certain rank or a certain level in your company, or you can like rank advance, but then you drop down drastically. This is another example of a set point. So, how happy do you allow yourself to be? How much praise will you accept? How much success for you is okay? One of my favorite books, like favorite all-time books, is The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks. And he describes it as an inner thermostat setting. So this determines how much love, how much success and creativity we will allow ourselves to enjoy. So when we exceed our inner thermostat setting, we'll often do something to sabotage ourselves, to cause ourselves to drop back to that old familiar zone where we feel secure. So maybe you've had that feeling where everything feels too good to be true. All of these set points are self imposed limits, unintentionally set through life experiences or observations. So maybe you have had a period where everything, feels too good to be true. Or every time your financial life is going good, like maybe you make some extra money or you earn a bonus, something happens that takes that money away. Something happens that reduces you back to your financial set point. So you can ask yourself, like, what's my financial set point? Like, what do I typically make on a monthly basis, no matter the company? What is your kind of standard monthly set point? Or if you think in years, what's your standard yearly set point? So, do you have one? Most people do. Um, I mentioned like maybe you get sick every time an opportunity arises. Maybe you get a migraine every time you get invited out somewhere. So just being aware, because a lot of this feels unconscious. And so Gay Hendricks, author of The Big Leap, he describes these set points as upper limits. That's what he calls them. And one of the most common culprits he names is the crime of outshining. And I really related to this, so I want to share it. It's sort of what he calls an unconscious mantra of outshining barrier goes something like this. So, direct quote from his book: I must not expand to my full success because if I did, I would outshine blank. So, usually, this is a sibling or someone close or a friend, and make him or her look or feel bad. So, for me, when I read that, I had this major epiphany. I had this moment where all of a sudden I realized, oh my gosh, I was really good at memorizing. I was very good at like repeating back. And actually, many girls, have an easier time in school than boys, just kind of the way our brains are designed. But my brother would struggle. So I did well because I could memorize stuff. Now, I wasn't learning anything. I couldn't tell you anything that I learned from elementary school, but I was really good at regurgitating information and saying what the teacher wanted to hear or writing what the teacher wanted to hear. My brother, who's brilliant, was very curious and his attention was always wandering. He was always wondering about things and not paying attention in class. And so he would do less well in the tests. And so I remember kind of, feeling badly because when I handed in my good report card, I would get praised and my brother would get in trouble. And I never realized this dynamic. And this dynamic actually got highlighted in a big way for me when I got older because I kind of existed under the radar, under the radar, under the radar. I was always a great co pilot, just such a great best friend, encourager, supporter, but I never tried to excel. And I was definitely not competitive. And so I never knew why. I just thought that's who I was. And then I found network marketing. And for any of you who've ever been in network marketing, I'm not in it now, but when I was in it, I remember just feeling so excited by the encouragement and the personal growth, and I really excelled. And as I excelled, I gained more confidence and I felt better. And for the first time in my life, I was actually running for stuff. Like I was excited about running. And so, long story short, after a few years of really like running hard and building and stepping out of my comfort zone and growing in all of these different ways, came this amazing pivotal moment where I was awarded Promoter of the Year in my company, which is a huge honor, really big deal. I had been visioning for this, working for this, running for this for months and months and months, and really realistically, years and years. Okay. So I was awarded this honor. I had been showing up every single day, like Facebook Lives, reaching out to people, encouraging webinars, like everything I could possibly do every minute of the day was around building my business. I got this award. I came off stage, and this woman who I really respected walked up to me and whispered in my ear that one of my colleagues was bawling in her hotel room because she didn't win. She thought she was going to win, and she was devastated that I won. And something inside of me shifted in a major way. I mean, I literally felt like this woman had punched me in the gut. And so I didn't know why. I didn't know what had just happened. I just knew that I just felt sick to my stomach. And all of a sudden, I didn't really want to celebrate. I didn't feel good about my win. I started questioning why I won. I even went so far as to ask the people who decided on me winning, like if I really deserved it, or maybe it was just like a political move, or like, um, I kind of like, why did they choose me? And they looked at me confused, and they said, Jennie, we did this on stats. Like we printed out stats. This wasn't just like you're, favored or whatever. Like we didn't just randomly pick your name. Like we printed out, all of these different statistics, and you won by a landslide. And so the next day didn't build my business. And the next day didn't build my business. And the next day didn't go Facebook Live. And after a few months, I was like, I didn't know what was wrong with me. I thought maybe it was because I didn't have a goal to reach anymore. Like that had been my big goal for so long. But I just didn't feel right about doing the work. I was procrastinating. And I realized when I read The Big Leap that this had triggered that old belief: when I shine, others get hurt. And so I share this story with you. I mean, there's a bunch of things that get triggered, and we don't all have them. Some of us have when I shine, others get hurt. Some of us have I have to shine or I won't be loved. Some of us have I can make this much, but not this much. Some of us believe that if we make a lot of money, like our subconscious believes if we make a lot of money, we're going to feel pain, or if we make a lot of money, our marriage will end, or, there's all kinds of set points that get triggered along the way. And so if you've ever felt confused of why you could drop that 10 pounds, but it races back up and you gain it like in 3 seconds, or if you earn, you do really good, you rank advance, or you get a bonus, or you do well at work, and then all of a sudden you sabotage, you stop showing up, or you show up late, or you do something that makes things shift. This is your set point in action. And so today we're going to talk about how you can reset your set point. And I want to encourage you because you can start working on this now, but I really do see that when people release the unprocessed emotions first and the identifiable limiting beliefs first, this set point reset is easier. And so there's a few categories. That we're going to kind of look at. And these are the most common. So we've got relationships. So this is friendships and significant other and family. We have career, financial, health, spiritual connection, emotional health, and what I call having it all. Okay. So those are the kind of major categories. Now, if you want to look at resetting your sabotage set points, what I've found is you can rate using muscle testing. You can rate your sabotage set point for each category out of 99. So we did muscle testing in the last episode, so you can refresh if you need to. But if you already know how to muscle test, and I'm just going to assume that you do, you can check this out of 99. So what you would, how the first question you might say is, okay, having it all set point. I have a higher than 50 out of 99 score for having it all. And if you get a no, you go, okay, I have a higher than 20, or, just drop a little bit and just until you find your number. Okay, you get a yes, like I have a higher than 30. Yes, I have a higher than 35. No, I have a higher, so is my set point 34? Yes. So 34 out of 99 is your score for having it all. The next thing you can do is reset your set point incrementally. And so this is like through lots of testing. I've done this with having it all. I've done this with weight. I've done this with finances, relationships, happiness. And it seems to work that most people can't just reset to 99. So if you're at 35 out of 99 for having it all, we're going to check and see, can I reset to 99? No. Can I reset to 89? No. Can I reset to 79? Yes. And then you're going to do your unpacking/packing movement, and you're going to reset to 80. You're going to reset to 80. I can't remember which number I said. So you're going to reset, reset, reset. Okay, you do that 3 times and you have your intention that you're resetting, you're having it all to a higher score. Next week, you're going to check in again, see where your score is at, and then reset it until you get it to 99. And so ideally, each category you're going to want to reset. So your categories, again, are having it all, happiness, health, family, /relationships, finance, and career. And so you can choose your own categories. So if you want to create the category of weight, you probably have an idea of what your weight set point is. And so some people, let's just say you were at 180 pounds and you want to be 150 pounds. You can ask, can I reset to 150? You're probably going to get a no, but work your way. I had to reset 1 pound at a time. So I reset to 179 and then 178 and then 177. Okay. And so you can use this for weight. You can use this for finances. I had a client the other day, we reset her income a couple thousand more than what it currently was. And 3 days later, she got a check in the mail for the difference. And it was just super cool. And she said, I can't believe it. And here's the important thing. Don't discount how the money comes. So if you're like, oh, well, I was hoping I was going to get it from a bonus from work, but it was an unexpected check from somewhere else, just receive it. Don't worry about the how, just reset those finances. And so with your finances, you know what your set point is. So you can do your score out of 99, but at the end of the day, what you want is to increase your income, right? So let's just say you want to increase your income and you're currently making $3,000 a month and you want to make, $5,000 a month, or maybe you want to make $20,000 a month. Just check. Can I reset to 20? No. Can I reset to 10? No. Can I reset to 5? Yes. And so then you shift, you reset to 5, reset to 5, reset to 5. Note how your income increases. And then when you get to 5, start resetting incrementally again. It doesn't have to go slowly. I had a client reset from 350,000 a year to 500,000 a year within a week of resetting. And so a massive bonus came his way, an offer, a shift, and all of a sudden he was making that desired income of 500,000 just by resetting his set point. So I want to encourage each and every one of you, no matter what it is, choose what is it? Is your weight what's bothering you? Is your health what's bothering you? Your energy levels, your finance, your happiness, your marriage, finding a significant other. So just explore this. There's no right or wrong. This is something that I just spent a lot of time with, practicing on guinea pigs, practicing on myself, practicing on my husband, researching like, how can we reset? How can we increase? How can we shift? And so I just want to encourage you to, if you want to dig deeper into this, of course, there's more information in my book. There's a whole chapter on this, actually 2 chapters on this. And so I encourage you, check it out, resetting your set points, helping yourself step into that life of self-sabotage no more. Your tangible exercise today is to pick one area of your life that you want to shift. Pick one of the categories I spoke out today and reset your set point. Discover what your set point is and then reset it incrementally higher. So with that, I am so excited to have had you join me on another podcast, another episode of Self-Sabotage No More with Jennie Potter. I look forward to another episode next week. Take care and bye for now.